This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Breaks through the contact. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense. We give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. Again, it's Jones. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Now he'll take this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Play action. Now Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. And that will be incomplete.
I can see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3, so maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on the defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The short throw to Musgrave. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Packers at 6-3 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You look at this Bears defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Mustang 19. Trap goal 80. Trap 50. Trap 60. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Packers! Todd Chandler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw, he's got Kraft.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
70 Lions.
Second down and inches. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on. 70 Rangers. Jack Coogan, Buffalo 18.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. 21-3 is your score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
What is that? Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get this into the hands of the Doomsday. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Williams from the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That will look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go now.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
19 type, 19, Panther 60, Panther 60, Warriors 70.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
70 Lions.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
70 Timberwolves. Ready,
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Moore, the man in motion. From the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Williams. A pass complete to Adunzo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
What is up?
Throwing again here, Williams.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Rome Odunze.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Santos with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
70 Rangers.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bronco 80. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Bears 13. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Got it. Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Ready.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Now, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
18 cop. Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19. Go, Rig. Go.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Go. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's going to have the Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They bring pressure there on third down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
Here we go. Start. Ready. 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football, but they couldn't get the hook up there.
2nd and 10.
18. Pioneer. Ready. Bronco leading. Go.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Viking 18.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Red. 70 Lions.
Looking to throw. stride, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards for number 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Chandler will score. Touchdown, Packers. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, full race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
To throw, it's Williams.
He hits more on the screen. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Open man is connect the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 6.
What is up? Yes.
Throwing is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Johnson will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll shift things around. Williams going to throw for it.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here we go. Start. 70 Lions. Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Jacobs. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Now they First touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Room past the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go now.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That's the Kraft, the tight end. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Packers on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Ready?
Hits him in stride. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer, Mustang 19, 19 Lions. Ready?
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk, go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go, start. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
And they will take a knee here.
mess are up the highest metric. The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking more news with the etiquette and the yellow.
Come on, set! Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.